You gotta love artists that are so obscure that only like 5 people know about them. But hey, introducing you to new music, eh? Eh? Forest Stairways by jazzcomputer.org, or by the composer of Yves Potin. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He is a French composer that uses soundscapes and I guess a lot of people would kind of equate it to like smooth jazz or like jazz that you would hear in the background of things. For me, I love this type of music. It's very atmospheric, it's very ambient sounds and noises, and it's not 100% structured as well. It's very train of thought, atmospheric jazz in that kind of a sense. I love this music. I would always study this type of music. It almost feels like what you would find at, say, like a drugstore where you have those samplers. Find that kiosk of like 20 or 30 different CDs. And it's like most relaxing music, most therapeutic music, and you would, hit the board and it would play about 30 seconds of music for you. And I picked up a handful of these CDs over the year just because I love that atmospheric type of sound. As I said, I love listening to it when I'm reading or when I'm studying, just to provide that kind of mood. And what we have within the Forest Staircase is essentially that. Like, if you think of a forest staircase, that essence is found on this album, and it's found so well placed. This is the type of music that you want to listen to as you drift off to sleep. This is the type of music that you're listening to on an overcast, rainy day. Like, it provides that perfect atmosphere. It's like a breath of fresh air when you've listened to all these different styles of music. Sometimes you need this particular type of music. Now, I love, his playing style, his guitar work on this. Even though it is a lot more atmospheric, I do enjoy the inflections that he places on the guitar styles. I like how he's able to create soundscapes and different journeys within the album as a whole. And where each song goes is like that journey through the forest, and you're hearing different things. Like within the first track of The Flying Owl, it's very visual within that first stepping into the forest, seeing some owls, seeing the wildlife. Then you have the fern chimes, you've got that forest mist, the mirror lake, and the future tribes. And now each one kind of does their own little thing, and I really, really enjoy that. And it's interesting, the further in the album it goes, kind of the darker it gets. Like, my favorite track on this is Mirror Lake, because it's the most ambient and most, train of thought. Like, it's the least structured song on the entire album. I found with like Fern Chimes, there's a lot more structure, there's a lot more thought put into where the layers are within that, and even within Forest Mist to a little bit, but within Forest Mist the song does start to decompose a little bit within it, which I particularly enjoy. Future Tribes is a very dark song until, the very end, where it kind of comes back into the main theme of the overall album. So, I mean, overall, this is a great time. It's not like a groundbreaking one, and I wouldn't really recommend this unless you're a fan of this type of music. So I have to probably say, as an overall rating, to stream this album if this is the type of music that you like. There's no real groundbreaking moments on this album. There's no real heavens opening up and the angels coming down moment on this album. This is just a nice walk through a forest, and sometimes we just need that. Sometimes we just need that little bit of a breath of fresh air from something completely different, and this album provides that. So that's my take. I've been loving this album. I've been enjoying this, but I do recognize it's not really for everybody. It's not one that I know I'm going to be visiting a lot, but when I get into the mood, this will probably be one of the albums that I will, seek out again. So that's my thoughts. What are your thoughts about this album? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Probably haven't listened to it because I do recognize that it's a little bit more obscure than what I normally review, so give it a try. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And let me know of your experience of this album, because it is an experience, by commenting down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are definitely the best. And until next time, Notes out.